Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to a quick video showing you what new features you will experience in iOS 7.1 that was released on the 10th of March 2014. First off, in terms of performance improvements, the iPhone 4, 4S and 5 have all had major performance improvements. As well as this, many people when iOS 7 came out complained that the operating system was pretty laggy. When you opened applications, even on an iPhone 5S, it was still a bit laggy, and that was due to the animation. So what Apple have done now in iOS 7.1 is sped up the time it takes, or the animation time, for these applications, and you'll notice it straight away as soon as you update. Every time you open an application, it opens a lot faster, and this is simply the animation being sped up. As well as this, the Touch ID sensor has been further improved, so basically it's a lot more efficient now and should get your fingerprint right from its readings most of the time. Starting off with Siri, one of the major improvements is now you can hold down the home button and you keep it held down for when you're talking to Siri, and as soon as you're finished you can let go and it knows that you finished speaking to her.
To whom shall I send this?
Also for Siri, there is now Mandarin Chinese, UK English, Australian English and Japanese voices. So before, Americans got the new voice, and now so did English. So we can just say, what's the weather like in London?
Okay, here's the weather for London between today and Sunday.
As you can hear, it is now a much more natural sounding voice rather than the very robotic old Siri voice. Also in iOS 7.1 there has been many new additions to the accessibility screen in settings. So if we go down and scroll down, you can see this new area here. So one, we can turn on larger text, and what this will do is on the keyboard now, as well as in calendars and every kind of place you'll look at text, it will actually increase the size of the text for people who can't read as well or have problems with their vision. Bold text, basically the same. You can now turn on button shapes. As you can see, the general up in the top corner has a little outline around it. That is the same throughout the UI if you turn that on. You can also go to increase contrast, and you can turn off the transparency. You can darken colours or reduce the white point, as you can see there, so it makes it less harsh to your eyes. Also, there is now a reduce motion option, so when you turn this on and you go back to your home screen or in messages, it gets rid of the parallax effect that made many people feel motion sick. As well as the option in accessibility, you can also turn off perspective zoom or the parallax effect when setting a new wallpaper. There's also been multiple improvements for the Calendars app, so if we go into Calendar now, you can now display your events in month view. As well as this, there are now region-specific holidays, so if we click Calendars here and go down, you can see I'm subscribed to UK holidays. Another setting that is now available is in the camera. You can now select HDR Auto mode, and you get between HDR Auto, HDR On and HDR Off, so that when you take a photo and go to your camera roll, you may get an HDR photo or you may not. Also in iOS 7.1 there has been many changes to music. So music, you can now use iTunes Radio and search for featured stations. So with iTunes Radio you can also create stations based on your favourite artist and songs. Also, when you're listening to a song like this, where you've bought one song out of the album, you can now click Show Complete Album and buy songs from inside the music app. As well as this, there have been a few more just stability bugs that have been fixed. It fixes the home screen crashes some people have been having. FaceTime calls that you now get and you answer on your iPhone won't appear on your iPad, and vice versa if you've already answered them. It also fixes the badge icon for lots of emails if you have over 10,000. As well as Apple's new CarPlay feature, which I can't talk much about. It comes out with iOS 7.1, so it's fully enabled now, but obviously I do not have a car. What it allows you to do is essentially make your car an iPhone and integrate it with Siri and all of your content. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed my video on iOS 7.1. I hope you now feel like you know everything that has changed. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will hopefully see you in the next one.